Do you love pop-up cards that are super easy to make? Then this video and the products I'm going to share are for you. Hello and welcome to Karen's Creative Cards on YouTube. I am Karen Heshik and I do love pop-up cards. And in this video I am sharing cards made with the new Karen Burniston Little Labels pop-up die set. You see this card, how those three labels pop up. I'm going to show you how easy it is to make that. This is the die that just came out. It's the Little Labels pop-up die set, and it has the main piece and then some labels and some other smaller pieces. And I made several cards with it very easily. So this is a happy birthday card. Now all of the dies that you see on this card are from Karen Burniston as well. These are new, many of them are new, and all the details on each of the cards I show will be on my blog, and links to those blog posts are in the description box, as well as to the products that I feature. So again, this is a birthday card, and then when it pops up it says, "Celebrate, happy birthday to my crafty friend." And you see some balloons, and it's a very easy pop-up. It's designed to go in a slim card, slim line card, although it will fit into a 5x7. Here is another pop-up card I made with this innovative die set. This time I'm featuring florals made with Pink Fresh Studios wide washi tape and matching dies. So it is a beautiful card, and then when the person opens it they see the flowers bloom and grow, and again they see that pop-up three labels, three pop-up circles in essence when the card is opened. So I am going to show you how easy that is to make. When I start working with any pop-up die, I always take some cardstock I don't worry about, and I follow the instructions in the video to make my first card. Now Karen Burniston's videos are easy to follow. She does obviously a really good job, and I do recommend them highly. Karen suggests creating a slimline card for this die set, 8.5x7, and folding it in half. And that's what I have done. And it could also fit into a 5x7 card base. Now I wanted to try and see if I could make a mini slimline, but that wouldn't work because when the card closes, you can see that those die cut pieces go right to the edge. So you need the full 3.5 inches, which would be bigger than most mini slimlines would be. But this is the template that I cut, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a card with this die set. So I have cut an aqua blue polka dotted cardstock, the slimline size that we talked about, the 8.5x7, and I folded it in half. And then I've die cut the main die cut piece out of the die set. And then what we're going to do is there are some score lines that we need to fold on. So on the top here we're going to fold down on all three of these lines here, and then on the bottom there are 3 more tabs, and we fold down on those. Now on all of those I've gone ahead and put a skinny piece of score tape on there, and I'm going to use that to put it into the card. Karen does use glue on all of hers. I decided that the skinny score tape does work okay for that part of it. Now there are some little score lines right next to these 3 labels, and we're also going to fold down on those. There's on the right side and the left side of each of these. And then on the top parts, we're also going to fold down around the labels. And after doing all those, we flatten the back out. Then there are some lines here that we also want to fold on, and those are scored in there. So we just are going to fold on them, and I'm going to use a bone folder to make sure that that fold is nice in the paper. And then after all those lines are scored lines are folded on, you lay it flat again, and we're going to put it into the card base. And these lines here underneath those, the outside labels, are what's going to line up with the fold in the card. So I'm going to hold it very carefully, having centered it, and this line here is in the score line of the card. And while I hold it carefully, I'm going to remove the liner paper on that piece of score tape and simply push these under. And those are secured. Now these little tabs on the side of the right and left labels are really tiny, so I'm going to use glue on those and put some glue, and then I'm going to turn those under and press down with a pokey tool. And then repeat that over here. Oop. I'll put a little more glue it got on the label, but that dries clear. And I'm going to press down on those to get those to set up. And then these top ones have the score tape on, so we're going to take the cover off those and just slide those under. And then we're going to stand it up and train the folds. And that's how easy that was. Wasn't that easy? I mean, it's just is super easy, and really is a very effective, fun pop-up in there. Now we can decorate it. We can just kind of make it lay flat again to decorate it. And I'm going to do that. I have cut 3 of the labels from the same die set. I am making a spring card or Easter card, and this one says Welcome Spring. This one has a little duck chick and a bunny. Let me show you while that's setting up the dies that I used. to create this card. On the front, it's going to say Hoppy Easter, and that's a Dies to Die For die. I also used an oval from Dies to Die For, and this grass, which I have, for both the front and the inside, is from the Nature's Edges from Dies to Die For. The little bunnies on the front that are really cute, they're called bunny poses. They are from Impression Obsession. These animals that I used are called Spring Animals from Karen Burniston. And then I used Cat Scrappiness's Wavy Wonky rectangles, which I'll show you in a minute. So I decided that I wanted grass along this bottom part of the little labels pop-up dies. And so I have cut a piece of grass the same width as the pop-up labels. And then I put the little labels on first, I think. We have the die set comes with 2 different sizes of labels, but I've just used one, the little one with the I'm going to say dots or stitches. Now that part here is supposed to pop up. Okay. Yeah. Push it down. All right, and then the little chick is going to be on the other side here with an Easter egg. And then in the center I have Welcome Spring. This is a Karen Burniston die. This is a Dies to Die For Spring. I'm just going to press those down. Get the glue to set. So we have Welcome Spring and a very springy scene popping up on the inside of the card. On the front, we're going to say Happy Easter. I'm going to start with another grass border. I know it's January, but I'm in the mood for spring and Easter and warmth already. And getting a head start on these types of cards is always a good idea. Oh, I know what I forgot on the inside. Let me go back to that. Maybe we'll let that glue set up. I was going to put a piece in here to sign the card, and I found this, I don't know if you probably can't see that, but it has Easter eggs in there, and they resist ink, and I found that in an old stash of Easter paper that I had, and I cut it out with that Wavy Wonky Slimline rectangle die from Cat Scrappiness, and I thought that I would add some ink and just lightly, and those Easter eggs are gonna pop out, and then I can still sign the card. So I'm going to just use blending brushes and add a little ink. Can you see them already starting to appear, but I want it to still be pretty light because I do want to be able to sign it, but I just thought that would be a neat touch on the inside of the card. So we have some Easter eggs. Hold that way up there. It is light, but still pretty easy to see, and yet light enough that I can sign the card. And I have no idea where I got that. That was in my stash for years probably. So, but a fun addition to the inside of the card. And once again, let that glue set up. We're going to add some Easter, or some bunnies, some bunny posed bunnies from that Impression Obsession set. I like to cut them in white, but then they're just kind of boring. So I take a little bit of an pink ink and just add a little ink to the nose and to the ears, just to add a little bit of color, and maybe by the tail. And then instead of being boring, it's white but with just a touch of pink. And so we'll do that on this one too. Doesn't have to be all over, but just to add a little bit of interest and make the bunny stand out just a little bit more than if it was plain white, or if I had die cut it out of pink. And so the plan is, this Hoppy Easter is on an oval, and then I put a action wobble on the back. And so that is going to hop, which seems appropriate. It's Hoppy Easter. And we're going to put the bunnies around the front of the card. This little guy standing up. And this little guy will stand up on the other side. Whoop. And then I think this is going to go here, so this one. And then I am going to tear the paper off the action wobble, if I can. And put Hoppy Easter there. And that's gonna wobble and jump and wiggle. And then I thought it would be cute to put one more bunny on. I'm going to try that with a glue dot on here. So this Hoppy Easter Wiggles and Jiggles and Hops, and it has a bunny, and then we have our cute little bunnies on the front of the card. And then when it opens, we have a pop-up interactive feature there that says welcome spring, with cute little spring animals and a place to sign. It closes relatively flat. It would take probably 2 stamps, but closes flat to mail and then pops up with a fun pop-up center. I think these pop-up cards made with the little labels pop-up die set from Karen Burniston are so easy to make and are so fun for the recipient to open. I hope my cards inspire you to give some of these ideas and products a try. Thanks for watching, sharing, and subscribing, and thanks too for helping me share the joy of creativity.